Dan Beer is approaching Truist Field to see the Atlanta Braves take on the Cincinnati Reds. Yeah, narrate it.
We are in the Battery area of Truist Ballpark in Atlanta, Georgia. And this is where all the pregame and postgame beer activity takes place. We are day 3 of the trip, stadium number 2. Let's check it out. Bar number 1 in the Battery Park section of Truist Field in Atlanta. And it's an Irish pub called Mac McGee's. And we're starting off strong here. Gonna have some shepherd's pie. And this is a pretty cool area, this Battery area. It's got a lot of bars and restaurants. Anything, Dave?
Way better than the Marlins so far. We at least found a bar, so cheers to the Braves.
Cheers.
We are in the stadium. This is a view from the 4th level. Pretty freaking nice. Great stadium, well done. It's beautiful sight lines, nothing blocking them, and it's brand new. Lots of amenities here too.
Here's a view of the game from our seats. Pretty nice stadium.
All right, this is the scoring for the Braves. As you can see, the overall score was a 56, moving it ahead of the Marlins. As far as the stadium, I gave it a 6.5, and Dan gave it a 7. It's a really nice stadium. They did a great job with it. My only criticism was it needs to be domed. It was so hot. Cost-wise, Dan gave it a 4. I gave it a 4.5. The bottom line of this is it's not very cheap. The beers, a regular beer was like $14. There's supposed to be a $4 hot dog. We never found it. The food's good, but it's really, the cost is kind of high, I thought. The food itself, we both gave it 5s. I had the HMF burger, which was really good. Dan ended up having to eat half of mine. Dan, what'd you have?
Brisket sandwich.
Dan had the brisket sandwich. There's a picture of that, and it looked awesome. So the food was good. The surrounding activity, this is called the Battery. It's really nice. We did a pub crawl, a couple bars beforehand. Probably could have done some more, but we had a lot of driving to do today, because now we've driven at least halfway to Dallas. I gave it a 7. Dan gave it an 8.5. I can easily see the high score Dan gave it. And the vibe, it's a Monday night. I gave it a 4.5. There was a pretty good crowd. They had a parachutist. They had a pretty large number. I think 30,000 was the attendance. Dan gave it a 4, and it's understandable. They were a little bit subdued, and of course they lost, so maybe that affected them. But overall, it was a decent crowd, somewhere in the middle. And so they move into first place as our second stadium with a score of 56.